Have you ever felt hurt by someone's words or actions and couldn't seem to let go? It's natural for the heart to feel heavy, but Islam offers a powerful way to cleanse it from pain, anger, and resentment. Through a special dua and the inspiring examples of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, you can protect your heart, find inner peace, and respond to hurt with patience and mercy. Let's explore this life-changing guidance. Human relationships often leave unseen wounds. A careless sentence, a broken trust, or unfair treatment can linger long after the moment passes. These experiences settle quietly inside, shaping thoughts, reactions, and even self-worth. What begins as a small ache can grow into constant heaviness, making everyday interactions feel burdensome. Over time, such inner strain affects sleep, focus, and emotional balance. The mind replays moments again and again, searching for answers that never arrive. Without guidance, this pressure may turn inward, leading to silence, isolation, or emotional distance from others. Recognizing this internal struggle is the first step toward healing. Peace. In Islam, the heart is the center of intention, sincerity, and spiritual awareness. When it is guarded, actions remain pure, and faith stays alive. A neglected heart, however, becomes vulnerable to negative influences that quietly weaken one's connection with Allah. This is why Islam emphasizes regular self-reflection and spiritual care. Acts of worship are not only rituals, but tools to preserve inner clarity. Prayer, remembrance, and mindful behavior act as shields that protect the heart from spiritual corrosion. By maintaining this inner discipline, a believer ensures that faith continues to guide decisions, reactions, and relationships with wisdom and balance. Unresolved anger creates a barrier between a person and spiritual growth. When resentment settles inside, it distorts perspective and makes even small challenges feel overwhelming. The heart becomes restless, easily provoked, and slow to find calm. This inner tension quietly drains emotional energy and clarity. Faith thrives on humility and trust, but anger feeds pride and resistance. As these emotions grow, they reduce mindfulness in worship and weaken reliance on Allah. The soul becomes distracted, focusing more on personal grievances than spiritual purpose. Over time, this imbalance dims gratitude and makes it harder to feel contentment, leaving the heart unsettled and faith less vibrant. When faced with pain, Islam encourages shifting focus away from impulsive reactions and toward divine reliance. Instead of responding through confrontation or retaliation, a believer learns to pause and seek Allah's help. This moment of turning inward creates space for wisdom rather than regret. Placing trust in Allah transforms hardship into an opportunity for growth. By surrendering the matter to Him, the burden no longer rests solely on human strength. This reliance nurtures calmness and restores balance, allowing the heart to remain anchored in faith. Through this approach, emotional struggles become pathways to deeper spiritual resilience. Supplication acts as a gentle purifier for the soul, addressing wounds that words and actions cannot heal. Through sincere dua, a believer expresses hidden emotions directly to Allah, releasing feelings that may otherwise remain trapped within. This private conversation brings relief and reassurance. Consistent supplication reshapes inner intentions and softens emotional resistance. As the heart repeatedly turns toward Allah, negative feelings gradually lose their grip. The process is not instant, but it nurtures emotional clarity and spiritual renewal. Dua becomes a means of transformation, helping the heart realign with peace, sincerity, and trust in divine wisdom. Forgiveness in Islam reflects inner strength and conscious choice. It requires rising above ego and refusing to let harm define one's character. Letting go is not denial of pain, but control over how deeply it shapes the soul. This restraint preserves dignity and emotional independence. Choosing forgiveness frees the heart from constant conflict. Instead of remaining tied to past wrongs, the believer regains clarity and purpose. This strength nurtures self-respect and spiritual maturity, allowing faith to guide behavior rather than emotion. Through forgiveness, the heart becomes lighter, resilient, and better aligned with higher moral values. The life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stands as the clearest model of mercy in the face of harm. He endured mockery, rejection, and cruelty, yet his response remained rooted in compassion. Instead of seeking revenge, he prayed for guidance for those who opposed him. His conduct showed that mercy has the power to transform hearts and situations. By choosing patience over retaliation, he demonstrated a higher moral path. This example teaches believers that responding with kindness preserves spiritual integrity and draws one closer to Allah, even during the most painful trials. Asking Allah to replace inner pain with patience and peace is an act of deep humility. It acknowledges personal limits while trusting divine wisdom to heal what cannot be repaired alone. This request opens the heart to acceptance rather than resistance. When patience is granted, reactions become measured and thoughtful. Peace then settles quietly, allowing clarity to return during emotional storms. This transformation does not erase memories, but it reshapes how they are carried. Through this divine exchange, hardship becomes manageable, and the heart learns to rest in calm reliance on Allah's care. Believing that Allah sees every injustice brings profound comfort and reassurance. Even when human eyes overlook wrongdoing or fail to deliver justice, divine awareness ensures that no act goes unnoticed. This understanding shifts focus from worldly retaliation to spiritual patience. Knowing that Allah observes every intention and action encourages sincerity and perseverance. It reminds the heart that ultimate justice belongs to Him, and that those who cause harm will be held accountable in ways beyond human comprehension. This awareness lightens the emotional burden, allowing the believer to maintain trust, hope, and integrity, confident that Allah's wisdom governs all affairs. The companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam exemplified forgiveness rooted in faith. Even when personally wronged, they chose to forgive, knowing that reward from Allah outweighs worldly grievances. Their actions demonstrated trust in divine justice rather than seeking personal revenge. By following their example, a believer learns that forgiveness strengthens character and nurtures spiritual growth. Letting go of anger and resentment opens the heart to compassion and contentment. This approach transforms relationships and promotes inner peace. Through reliance on Allah, one can emulate the companions, maintaining a clean heart while trusting that every act of mercy is rewarded by the Almighty. Remember, a clean heart is a key to peace, patience, and a stronger connection with Allah. By practicing this powerful dua and following the examples of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, you can transform hurt into mercy and resilience. From all of us at Interior Deen, may Allah fill your heart with tranquility, forgiveness, and light. Share this reminder, subscribe for more, and comment below your own heartfelt prayer for peace and healing.